I am having a blessed afternoon, and I hope you are having a blessed afternoon, right? I normally don't address address this on YouTube, celebrity gossip, right? And other things I don't address. Certain things I don't address, but more of the celebrity gossip, I don't really get into the celebrity gossip because I know that celebrity gossip is a hot topic and is also a distraction away from the real problems of our everyday life that we as people, right, must focus on our everyday life and just getting past the humps and getting past a lot of other things that's plaguing us in our community, in our society, trying to basically just to figure out when is the next meal is gonna come, basically. I noticed that on these major platforms, a lot of cooking up is going down. A lot of cooking up is being talked about. A lot of cooking up of men and they truth on matters that happened in the past, right? Sometimes when you talk about your past, you bring up old wounds and you bring up old bones and you bring up um old death, like death. And what I mean by old death, I mean that things that's been dead, meaning that the creator, the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence, put certain things to rest so that you can live a peaceful life. I know that a lot of brothers that I know a lot of brothers, a lot of official brothers that's on YouTube that I love daily. I love daily. I love them daily because I'm part of that, right? I'm part of that late 80s and 90s, that era. I know that we tell our stories because we don't want the youth and we don't want the future to do the same things that we have done on these platforms. And the reason why we tell our stories, right, is because we say, look, y'all, I'm here, right? Look, y'all, I'm here. So that we can be the example of saying that life does not work. How you doing, Brad? How you doing? Yo, what's up? How you doing? I'm not talking about no particular person. I'm just talking about a lot of things that's going on the internet and a lot of stuff that's cooking up old wounds, old problems, so that we can get out there and shoot and kill each other, right? And I know that the more beef and the more problems that's being cooked up on these major platforms, the more views and subscribers people's looking at. Money. All money is not good money. All money is not good money. I noticed that all of these celebrities and all of this stuff that's going on, these are hot topics, right? These topics will help you get to the bag, help you get to the bag. Like people say, oh, going to help me get the bag. Fame, fortune, and riches. All money is not good money. Now, if you on here basically and you telling your story, right, and you actually change your life and you actually doing the work in the community to show the youth that that life does listen, it doesn't work. I survived the life. I survived that life, but I'm still haunted by the devil, demon, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. I'm still haunted by it, and I still gotta fight just to exist and to live, because this devil is still chasing me by any means necessary. He's still trying to get me because I fought the odds and beat the odds. A lot of YouTubers, that's what they doing up here. right? And a lot of brothers that was young and in the field of violence, murder, death, kill, right? They're up here telling their stories not to glorify the street life, but to actually deter the youth from doing these acts, murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil acts. Let me tell you something. Back in the 80s and 90s, they was taking organs too. We just didn't know it. They was taking your organs and you was becoming organ donors and you was being cremated. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of your family members, a lot of people that was getting murdered back in the early 90s, in the 80s, they was becoming organ donors and didn't even know it. Do you understand? Because at that time there was a big campaign of what? Big campaign of organ donors. If you really look at it, a lot of people don't understand that. And whoever survived that and contribute to the violence and are here now and survive that era, these individuals are still being haunted by this demonic, evil, twisted, barbaric devil demon because they fought the odds and beat the odds. I'm one of them, and a lot of other people that I know that's on YouTube is still being pursued by this devil demon, right? Evil that wants you dead. You ain't supposed to have escape. You ain't supposed to have escape jail. You ain't supposed to have walked away. You supposed to be in the ground dead. You supposed to be with 100 years to life. But some way, somehow, the Creator saved you. Do you understand that? Do you understand it? And this is all the views. And these are all these guys that's on YouTube that's starting right problems and cooking up problems amongst legends that survive to be the example for the youth. Come back and tell them that that life of murder, death, kill, you're not going to beat it. You might not be so lucky, right? Like I did. So I'm being an example and show you that this life don't work. Now look at me. I got a job. I got a house. I got a car. I got jewelry. Right. I'm taking care of my family. This is the way to go. An honest living of having a job. This is what these brothers are doing. And you got these sick, demonic, evil, twisted, barbaric, right, devil demons that you cannot see with your eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's leading these YouTubers to start problems, cook up problems on the internet so people can fight and shoot and kill each other. It's actually these devil, demon, demonic, evil, twisted that you can't see with your eyes that lurk in the shadows that's still trying to get the grips on people that survive these eras. You are still the target of this entity. I want you to understand that. Okay, we have to pull each other up and not address these individuals. These individuals are only doing this for what? Views, subscribers, and followers, and likes and shares. This is our actual true life that's up here because we are being the example for the youth to say that this life don't work. That gangster persona life don't work. They're gonna take you down. They're gonna lock you up. They're gonna hit you with 10 years. They're gonna hit you with 50 years. You're gonna have life, and possibly you're gonna become an organ donor, or you're gonna be laid out on the floor, shot in your head, dead and gone, and your family crying over you. Do you understand what I'm saying? These individuals don't talk about that. They talk about procreating problems and beef amongst this thing, these platforms. So I need to address this because it's nasty and despicable. And anyone that participate in this, right? You are a widow. You are a widow. These brothers basically is telling their truth and stories and letting you know that they did a lot of time and that they gave their life up to this sick, demonic, evil, twisted way of life without even knowing that what they was doing. Do you understand that? Living this nasty life, which at the end is nothing. You're not gonna get anything. You're gonna get jail for the rest of your life, death, or in the wheelchair, or organ donor. That's the reward of this life. And they constantly keep telling you. And these individuals are up here cooking up problems among these legends or individuals that survived this violence from the 80s and 90s and so forth and so on. But these individuals are up here being an example, telling people, you know what, get a job, go to school, right? I gave my life this system, 25 years of my life, 30 years of my life, and you can change. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. So if they're talking about they survived violence and being cut and stabbed, or they got cut up and stabbed up and stuff like that, you know, they showing you that they went up against murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. But what they not telling you is that that entity is still after them to this day. It doesn't matter how much jewelry you got, how many cars you got. It doesn't matter. It is after you. Do you understand? You can be Christian, you can be Muslim, you can turn your life over. It's still after you because you did a contract, not knowing that you did a contract with this demonic, evil, twisted way of life. And it's still after you. And the Creator stepped in and saved your life. So you could be the example for what? So you could be example for the future and our children to tell them that that life does not work. So this is to address all of these YouTubers that's running it up and constantly every day making videos, right? To cook up problems amongst these legends and these individuals, right? That went through these violent acts, jail from jail, and telling their story actually, right? And leading our children to light instead of to dark, being the example for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? These individuals survive with the help of the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence, the Almighty. People's not looking at that. All they looking at, is he lying or this and that, what he think he is. This is what they're doing to cause problems. But it's really the entity is using these individuals. They don't know that they're being used to procreate beef, right? So you can be active in the street, so you can go back your old ways because this entity wants you dead. It wants you dead. So I want you to pay attention to all my brothers that's over there that survived this entity, right? With the help of the Creator to be the example for our future children and loved ones, so that they don't end up shooting and killing and robbing each other and cutting each other up in jail, going in the box, SHU, getting tickets, tier 3 tickets, and all this other stuff. You understand? Because that life is garbage. Those plantations and those concentration camps, you know? So that's to put this noise to rest. Your brother that's out there, that's on these major platforms, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job out there. And I'm on the forefront too, right? But I'm on a different forefront of spirituality. This is what I do, spirituality and history upon us. I uplift that part. This is what I do. So all of us together are fighting against this murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. And your guys are doing an amazing job. I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. And I don't want to name no names, but your guys are legend in my books. However way it went down during your ignorant times, your ignorant days of violence of being young. The Creator got y'all here for a reason. Do not fall in this barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of act, devil, demon, which really wants you dead and gone. You the op. You the op. It's not the human, but this entity that you can't see with the eyes that lurk in the shadow, that takes many of countless men and women down to darkness and death. So this is a shout out to your guys. You'll keep on doing, you'll keep on focusing, you'll keep on warning the youth and warning everybody that that gangster persona life is trash. And I'm proud of y'all. That's all I gotta say. Peace, y'all. Peace.